Good evening. 5-minute news. Russian forces attacking entire eastern front line in the eastern Donbas region, Ukraine says. Moscow claims to have struck more than 1,000 targets overnight. A suspected twin suicide bombing outside a boys' school in the Afghan capital Kabul has killed at least 6 people and wounded 11. Reports BBC. Russia is seeking more medical equipment from India after sanctions and logistical logjams following President Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine have sharply reduced imports from Europe and China. Medical equipment companies from India and Russia will discuss ways to boost supplies during a virtual meeting on April 22, according to Rajiv Nath, a forum coordinator for the Association of Indian Medical Device Industry. The event was confirmed by Business Russia, a business group that promotes bilateral ties. Reports NDTV. President of the European Commission Ursula von der Leyen will be on an official visit to India for 2 days and will hold bilateral talks with PM Modi. During her visit, the commissioner will be meeting the head of Indian State President Ram Nath Kovind, and a bilateral talk with PM Modi is also planned ahead of her meeting. Reports Republic TV. Digital rights watchdog group Citizen Lab said on Monday it had warned British officials that electronic devices connected to government networks, including some inside the Prime Minister's office and Foreign Ministry, appeared to be infected with Israeli-made spy software. The spy software is known as Pegasus, a product of Israeli cyberarms dealer NSO Group, according to a blog post published by Citizen Lab. Greece has seized a Russian oil tanker off the island of Evia as part of European Union sanctions imposed on Moscow over its invasion of Ukraine. Earlier this month, the EU banned Russian-flagged vessels from the 27-nation bloc's ports, with some exemptions, as it adopted new sweeping sanctions against Russia. The Russian-flagged Pegasus, with 19 Russian crew members on board, was seized near Charistos on the southern coast of Evia, which lies just off the Greek mainland near the capital Athens. Reports Reuters. Sri Lanka requests IMF for rapid financial aid amidst current economic crisis. Sri Lanka's Finance Minister Ali Sabri has met IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva in Washington and made a request for a rapid financing instrument, RFI, amidst the unprecedented economic crisis in the island nation. Sri Lanka's embattled Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa on Tuesday proposed to restore the 19th Amendment to the Constitution to curb presidential powers and empower Parliament as protests intensified in the island nation against his government over its handling of the economy. The U.S. is sending 2 top officials to the Solomon Islands following a visit last week by an Australian senator over concerns that China could establish a military presence in the South Pacific island nation. The White House said Monday that later this week, Kurt Campbell, the National Security Council Indo-Pacific Coordinator, and Daniel Kritenbrink, the Assistant Secretary of State for East Asian and Pacific Affairs, will lead a delegation of U.S. government officials to the Solomons, and will also visit Fiji and Papua New Guinea. The cabinet of Pakistan's newly elected Prime Minister, Shehbaz Sharif, was sworn in Tuesday during a brief ceremony. Acting President Sadiq Sanjrani administered the oath to the 34 ministers at the White Marble Palace, known as the Presidency in the capital, Islamabad. Sharif also attended the ceremony. His election April 11 ousted former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Sharif's former political rivals are also part of his coalition government. Liechtenstein is to convene the UN General Assembly on Tuesday to debate a draft resolution backed by Washington requiring the 5 permanent members of the Security Council to justify their use of the veto. Reports Times of India. National Apprenticeship Mela 2022 to be organized across the country in more than over 700 locations on April 21, 2022. Skill India, in association with the Directorate General of Training, DGT, is organizing it. The government of Bangladesh signed a $250 million financing agreement with the World Bank on Monday to help build economic resilience and sustain economic growth following the COVID-19 pandemic. The Bangladesh First Recovery and Resilience Development Policy Credit is the first in a series of 2 credits provided by the World Bank. It will help Bangladesh build a stronger fiscal and financial sector to sustain growth. It will help the country streamline the bank recovery framework with all scheduled banks to update recovery plans annually. The credit is from the World Bank's International Development Association, IDA, which provides concessional financing, has a 30-year term, including a 5-year grace period. Bangladesh currently has the largest ongoing IDA program totaling over $14.5 billion US. Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa appointed a new cabinet on Monday yesterday. The authorities said that a total of 17 members, including many former cabinet ministers, were sworn in. Extreme poverty in India declined by 12.3% points during 2011 to 2019, says the World Bank. Reports DD News. Thank you. Please share this video, like, comment and subscribe to News TV International for more on latest news across the globe.